All right, everyone, good morning. We're going to be making the BFP today. The best flippin' pancake you could ever imagine. So, step one is we're going to take some butter and we're going to throw it in the microwave for about 30 seconds just to soften it up a little bit. And I thought I already put it in the microwave, but I guess I didn't. So, we're gonna put it in the microwave. We got, for the amount we're making, we got half a stick of butter. Gonna cover it with a paper towel so that it doesn't make a mess in the microwave. And we're gonna go ahead and just hit 30 seconds on here, let it do its thing. And I just wanna point out, we're gonna be cooking with a gas stove today. I'll let the radio announcer finish there. Actually, I lied, I won't. But anyway, and we're going to cook on the flat top here on the gas stove. So whenever you cook on a gas stove, it's usually a good idea to go ahead and turn your vent fan on so that any emissions get moved out of your house pretty quickly so you're not breathing them in. Alright, looks like our butter is just about done. Yep. That's perfect right there. You want it soft but not completely melted because, yeah, you'll see why later. So what we're going to do next, we're going to go ahead and fire up the flat top. Alright. And this will take a minute to heat up, but we're going to go ahead and just throw a little butter on there just for shits and giggles, just for fun. Alright, while we're doing that, we're going to mix up our dry ingredients and our wet ingredients separately. And it's very important that you do them separately. You'll see why later. So dry first. 1 cup of all-purpose flour. 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar. Half a teaspoon of salt, and you just gotta take it with a grain of salt. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. There's 1. And there's 2. I'm gonna go ahead and take a fork out and just mix it all together nice. Oh yeah. That's what we're talking about. Okay, so those are our dry ingredients. We're going to set them aside for a second. For the wet ingredients, we have half our stick of butter. It's melted just enough. We're going to add to that half a stick of butter 3/4 of a cup of moo juice, also more commonly known as milk. It's utterly awesome. So there we go. We're going to add that. Going to go ahead and crack an egg in there just for funsies. And I just got a shell in there because I was trying to crack one-handed, but thankfully I got it. Gonna go wash our hands quick because we just cracked a raw egg. Alright, as we're doing this, the griddle is heating up, so we're just gonna go ahead and spread that butter all around it. Nice. Let it heat up a little bit more and it'll be almost ready for prime time. Alright, let's go ahead and just for fun, we're going to add a little splash of vanilla extract to the wet ingredients. And maybe that was more than a splash, we'll find out. I should probably have sucked it up and used a measuring utensil. But alas, here we are. Alright, we're going to go ahead, mix these wet ingredients up a bit, alright? Won't be perfect because the butter's not completely soft, but that's okay. It's more about getting the moo juice and the eggs all yolked up a little bit, alright? And that's no yolk. Okay, that's pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our wet ingredients into our dry ingredients. And we're going to mix them just enough to get them moist. We don't want to mix too aggressively because it won't give us as fluffy of a pancake. So we're going to go ahead, pour those right on in. And the butter needs a little bit of help, as you can see, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and get all that goodness in there. And then go ahead, and as Bob Marley would say, we're gonna stir it up. Oh yeah. Mixing it up good, just getting it moist. All right, almost there. Just gotta scrape around, get all the dry ingredients in with the wet ingredients, because we don't want these pancakes to be as dry as my sense of humor. That would not be good. All right, so that's looking pretty good. It's about the consistency we want. And like I said, there are gonna be some chunks. That's all right. Okay, that looks good. We're gonna get out a 1/3 cup measuring cup, or as close to one of those as we can find. This looks pretty good, because that's about the size we're gonna want for our pancakes. Actually, I lied. We're gonna use a 1/4 cup. It's a little bit more manageable, I think. So, butter's looking good. All right, starting to get a little bit brown. That's fine. Give us that nutty flavor that we like without driving us too nuts, and it's starting to sizzle. So one pro tip when you're cooking on one of these, most of the heat is gonna be concentrated right in the center, so if you put your pancakes slightly offset, when you flip them, you're gonna flip them the opposite direction so they heat normally. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. There's one pancake. We're gonna do 2 at a time here, all right? And there are 2. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, let them cook a bit, and when they start bubbling moderately aggressively in the middle, that's when it's gonna be almost time to go ahead and give them a little flip, all right? Loving the sound of the sizzle. All right, oh yeah. All right, let's go ahead and try flipping this one here. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. All right, this one is probably just about ready as well. There we go. Let these cook up a little bit. And once they come off, we're gonna go ahead, pop some corned beef hash on there and cook that up nice. And maybe fry a couple eggs too, just for fun. Oh, look at that, it's the magic flute. Very cool. All right, let's see how this is doing. We're gonna go flip it on this side a bit, press it down a bit, let it really cook through nice. We're gonna do the same thing over here. All right. Oh yeah. Okay, that one's looking just about done, nice and golden brown. So we're gonna go ahead, gonna take that off, pop it on the plate. And we're actually going to, before we eat them, we're gonna let them sit a little bit so that they can finish cooking internally, but not before we go ahead and slather some butter on there. Oh yeah. Look at those. Oh yeah. All right, our next step is our corned beef hash. We're gonna go ahead and pop this right on down. It's gonna sizzle a lot. Told you so. So not to worry, we're gonna go ahead and slice it up a bit. And it's gonna be tricky keeping it all in the griddle because it's a good sized can, but that's all right. Just gonna separate it out, get it nice and flat. And the trick with getting crispy corned beef hash is to not disturb it once it's flat and cooking, all right? All right. There we go. Just for funsies, we're gonna throw a little black pepper on it. Oh yeah, there we go. That's how we do it. Okay, while the hash is cooking, we're gonna fry a couple eggs. And I'm going to put the phone down while I crack them so I don't get any shell. I'll be right back. All right, we got our eggs cooking now. Isn't that beautiful? All right. Gonna go ahead and throw some black pepper on the eggs as well. All right. Good, nice. Oh yeah. That's what we're talking about. Okay. Go ahead and let that hash continue to do its thing. We'll go ahead and put a little more time on this egg, then we'll go ahead and give it a little flip. Maybe let some of this liquid turn a little more white before we do so. And the key is to have enough leftover butter from your pancakes so that the eggs flip easily without much encouragement. All right, let's give this a try. Oh yeah, that is how we do it. See if we can get similarly lucky with this one. Not quite, but it's okay. I forgot to separate it from the end. That's what happened. But that's okay. It's all good. Because it's all going to the same place. My mouth. Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll give this just a little bit longer, then it'll be plate time for the eggs. Yeah, I think it's about time we get this bad boy on a plate. Oh, look at that. That's how you fry an egg. This one was a bit less successful, but you know what? We're going to get some nice yolk in that hash. And get that on the plate as well. And I only spilled a little bit, but that's okay. Now it's time to go ahead, flip the hash up a little bit. And this will get a little messy, but that's okay. Oh, look at that. Nice and crisp. Because this is cast iron, we can go ahead and turn the heat off and it'll stay cooking for a bit because it holds heat. So I'm going to go ahead and kill the heat so I don't forget to do that later. Get it nice and flat. Really compress it a bit. Let it finish cooking up. Oh yeah, that's how we do it.
And that was Fancy on Mozart's Magic Flute, composed by Robert Bobs. Down at Nevas again.
Oh yeah.
Rotterdam.
That is outstanding.
Flute. A version coming up that you may or may not recognize of a common piece. Well, common name piece. Of the Ave Maria.
Nice and crispy. That's how we like it. All right, let's go ahead and plate some of this.
Live music in Schenectady Central Park. Hear the legends of Broadway with the Schenectady Saratoga Symphony Orchestra Saturday, August 5th. Visit musichavenStage.org for more information. Presented by Price Chopper, Market 32.
And maybe this will actually force me to clean my griddle. Okay, so here's our diner breakfast cooked at home, and of course we're using real maple syrup. So let's go ahead and get some of that on. Show you the first bite. All right, my friends, it's time to go ahead and grab that first bite of the pancakes. Oh yeah, look how fluff-tastic that is. Oh yeah.